captain. Dang it, they messed it up. I will sail the seas, looking for treasure in all kinds of weather, for I am...
All right, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas. But this man is a fearsome dog that feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands. So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Considered not only by many as a good Assassin's Creed game, but as the best pirate game in recent years. And it's not hard to see why, actually. Going around, plundering ships, upgrading your ship, sailing the seas, listening to shanties, collecting treasure. Everything a good pirate game should have. Let's delete this. And let's start a new game. Originally released in October 2013 and currently available on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, and Wii U. Man, that's a lot. The cast includes Matt Ryan as Edward Kenway, Mark Bonar as Edward Thatch, Ed Stoppard as Benjamin Hornigold, and Sean Dingwall as Wood Rogers. So, nope. Backspace. No, square. And R2. Why am I having such a hard time with this? There we go. Okay, grab a bottle of rum, hoist the mainsail, and start singing some shanties. Time to set sail for adventure and treasure.
Silence!
And we are immediately thrust into the action.
Our helmsman's dead! Someone take the wheel! Bulkhead's gone to splinters!
Okay, hold L1 and use R to actually aim your cannon. Then press R1 to shoot. Shoot at the hull for maximum damage.
Enemy fire!
Okay, just gotta get used to this again. Up.
Ready to fire!
There we go. There's the big one. We got front cannons. They got struck by lightning. Hold triangle. Square I mean to brace.
Reload! We're ready, sir! Fire!
There we go.
The magazine! It's going out! Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrel!
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Swim, Edward, swim! Now we're cast away on an island. Maybe we can find a volleyball. Name him Wilson.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
That's the problem with flintlock pistols. They don't work when wet.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
Well, since we're here, let's go and explore. Love the environments of this game. Very nice vegetation.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
There's a viewpoint right next to us. About. Here we are. So yes, this is Edward Kenway, Connor's grandfather, who he mentioned briefly in the Tyranny of King Washington DLC. Synchronize. I have to come up with a new jingle for this. Now you're kind of wondering, how does he know how to climb it so well?
Posh git. Where's he running to?
Well, he's been basically living on a ship for the last couple of years, so he's gotten used to climbing rigging and stuff. Shiny! Edward really likes the shinies. Come on. There you go. Find some more. Now, where are you going? Drop down. More shiny. There's an animal over here. Using your bare hands. More shiny. There you are. Let's get everything. Oh, R zoom. Oh, that's to move. Okay. Let's go get this. Whee! Sploosh. Get that, and then go over here. A message in a bottle. Not the best kind of postal service, but it works. Sort of. Number 16. We'll get back to that once I get the others. Whoop. Caroline Scott, born in 1691. Date of death unknown. Daughter of Emmett and Elizabeth Scott, Caroline was born in Bristol, England, to a prosperous family of merchants and civil servants. Given a modest education by her father, she furthered her own studies in her own way, taking time to read as often as her familiar duties allowed. Splitting her time between this and helping her mother manage her father's affairs, she grew into a confident and level-headed woman with more skill and intelligence than her situation allowed her to exercise. Caroline first met Edward Kenway outside the Old Shillelagh in the aftermath of a drunken altercation. She'd arrived to fetch one of her servants and there found Edward escorting the woman from the clutches of one of Bristol's most notorious cads. Thankful for his kindness, Caroline agreed to a second meeting on more equitable terms, hardly thinking of romance possible. And yet, against most odds, that is just what happened. Edward and Caroline grew quite close and soon fell in love, much to the dismay of her father. Emmett Scott had already promised his daughter to the son of a wealthy East India Company executive, and made his displeasure apparent at every turn. But all his noise was to no avail. Caroline and Edward were married in 1712. Duncan Walpole, born in 1679, died in 1715. Second cousin to Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister, Duncan was raised in relative comfort and ease until his 18th birthday, whereupon he joined the British Royal Navy as a midshipman with dreams of becoming a full officer. His immoderate temper and his impulsiveness, however, stymied a swift ascension, and he grew impatient with his progress. After 3 years, his interest in the Navy had dwindled to nothing. With his heart set on finding a post with the East India Company, he had a chance meeting with a fellow sailor whom he had come to respect and admire, and it was this sailor who introduced Walpole to the Assassin Order and all its teachings. Leery at first, Duncan soon took to the secret order with a fervor and drive that he had not known in the Navy, and as his skills increased, so too did his reputation. But his temper and impulsiveness, coupled with a growing arrogance, were always a liability, and he was known for his frequent clashes with the elders of the British Assassin Order. Still, he was a valuable asset to the order, so much so that in 1714 his mentor asked him to sail for the West Indies, rendezvous with the Brotherhood there, and meet with their mentor, Atabai. Walpole accepted this position with eagerness and departed within the month. The assassins in England never heard from him again. Edward Kenway, born in 1693 in Wales, died 1735 in England. Edward James Kenway was born on the 10th of March in Swansea, Wales, to Bernard Kenway of Manchester and Lynette Hopkins of nearby Cardiff. By Edward's 10th birthday, his father had moved the family to a small farm just outside Bristol, a nearby port town in the southwest of England. Note, not sure a Welsh leading man would be interesting. Can we do ADR to replace his voice? I know a great actor from London who'd be perfect. Speaks in a gravelly RP accent. This relocation had a depressing effect on young Edward's mood. He grew restless from a lack of contact with old friends and struggled to find an outlet for his limitless energy. By his teens, he was spending more and more time in the city away from his farm, where the lure of excitement overrode prudence. By age 16, he had substituted a career as a successful farmer for a life of hopeless tomfoolery, frequently shirking his responsibilities to his family in favor of rough company. In late 1711, at the age of 17, Edward met Caroline Scott, a woman of modest but steady means. Their friendship began cautiously, as Caroline's hand had already been promised to the boorish son of a wealthy East India Company executive. But Edward's charms eventually won out, and he and Caroline were married within a year of their meeting, a union that angered her father and got the whole of Bristol talking. Poor, handsome chap gets the wealthier, beautiful girl. This stuff just writes itself. In the earliest months of their marriage, Edward resolved to do well by his wife and provide for her as he believed a man in his position should. But Edward's grandiose dreams and exaggerated opinion of himself prevented him from taking immediate responsibility for their well-being, and after only a year he had stumbled back into his worst habits: drinking, fighting, and idleness. It was in this dark period that Edward revived an old idea of joining a privateering fleet sailing for the West Indies, with the aim of making war against the Spanish and collecting unchecked sums of gold and cargo. This, he told his wife, was their path to quick riches. Being a sensible and prudent woman, Caroline discouraged these fanciful ideas. Is she a harpy? Does she nag him? Are we meant to hate her or what? because I certainly don't want us to feel conflicted about Edward's choices. He's the hero. Let's avoid scenes of him drinking or gambling. By the summer of 1712, Caroline understood that her husband's departure was inevitable. She wanted no further part of Edward's reckless plan, and so left him to live with her parents. Stunned by this sudden turn, Edward was determined to earn his fortune fast and prove himself as capable as he always claimed he was. He left for the West Indies barely 1 month later, where he soon fell in with privateer Benjamin Hornigold and his quartermaster, Ed Thatch. Edward spent the first half of 1713 sailing with these two seasoned sailors on regular sweeps of the Windward Pass, but that year fate threw him another upset. With the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht, all hostile actions between the major empires came to an end, and the prospects of British privateers dried up. Now poor, unemployed, and thousands of miles from home, Edward and his colleagues settled on the island of New Providence in the Bahamas to reconsider their options. These were fanciful days for Edward. He discovered in the small town of Nassau a life quite unlike that which he had left behind. The atmosphere of wild and noisy freedom in this small, stateless encampment overwhelmed and captivated him. The drinking, the gaming, the women, the aimless desire to simply live as one pleased. And yet, as carefree as he was, his beloved Caroline was never far from his mind. If he could make something of himself in the West Indies, working a sugar plantation perhaps, he might win her back after all his time away. But in absence of true conviction, habit takes hold fast, and it was only a matter of time before Edward set back out to sea with his mates, to live the life they knew best. No longer privateers, legal and sanctioned, but as pirates now, with nary a whit of loyalty to kin and country, earning his fortune by the sword and pistol, and praying his end was never too near. Note: if we can remove some of the more unseemly bits of this personality, this is a great backstory. Edward's bound to be a hit. Pirates, buccaneers, and privateers. Often used interchangeably, there are a number of important distinctions to make between these infamous high-sea swashbucklers. Pirates. Criminals on the open sea who use coercion, intimidation, and violence to rob innocent people of their cargo and transport. The term pirate is a catch-all and may be used generally to refer to all who perform acts of larceny on the open ocean. Pirates have been a problem since the advent of long-distance ocean travel. Every age has seen its share of pirates, and every age has cursed their name and romanticized their cause. During the so-called Golden Age of piracy, roughly 1650 to 1725, the majority of pirates were from the British Isles. Most were young men in their 20s, and almost all had already gained some experience as sailors prior to falling into piracy. Buccaneers. Though often used as a synonym for pirates now, the term buccaneer refers more specifically to a group of pirates who lived and operated in the West Indies in the middle of the 17th century. Best known for attacking settlements and fortifications on land in large groups, the buccaneers derived their name from the French term boucanier, an instrument used for smoking strips of meat over an open fire, a favored sort of sustenance for these terrestrial pirates. Privateers. Privateers were non-commissioned sailors who attacked and robbed given a letter of marque by their king or their king's official, such as the governor. Thus, the distance between a pirate and a privateer is but a hair's breadth of difference. Pirates simply sail for one monarch fewer. Ships. The HMS Intrigue. And the Jacobite. An English ship in action with Barbary vessels. More of a display of his imagination and technical skills than an actual historical representation, this dramatic painting by Willem van der Velde II depicts a battle with the Barbary corsairs who operated in northern Africa. Harbor scene at sunset. Harbor scenes, such as the one depicted in the 1643 painting, were a favorite subject of the painter's artist Claude Lorraine. Nymphs by a fountain. Erotic painting by Peter Lely that gave birth to the great British nude during the nation's Puritan period. Saint Jerome as Cardinal. An unusual rendering of Saint Jerome as a scholar rather than an ascetic. The book supporting his hand alludes to his work as a translator of the Bible in the 5th century. The Flight into Egypt. Commissioned by King Philip V of Spain for display in the French court. Baroque guitar. Produced in Italy in the 17th and 18th centuries, the Baroque guitars are smaller and much more decorated than the modern ones. This one was made with snakewood, ivory, and bone. Beaver pelt. Found in great numbers throughout the northern regions of North America. highly sought for their use in tailoring fine hats. A bracelet. Ivory bracelet owned by a Nigerian chief from the kingdom of Owo. An armoire heavily decorated with tortoise shell and brass. A finely crafted chalice from the region now called Mexico. An English long case clock displaying hours, minutes, moon cycles, and the times of the high tide around London Bridge. Commode made by layering tortoise shells and brass. A military drum displaying royal symbols used to provide a marching cadence. Goa stone container. An elaborate golden container meant to hold a Goa stone, man-made balls of precious stone compounds used as medicine. A large brass sculpture representing the head of a Nigerian king. Ceramic jar depicting 4 faces created in Casa Grandes, though thought to bring increased wealth to the region. A solid armchair with a large stuffed cushion, typically reserved for the head of the household or important guests. Cast iron were used for storing linens. This piece, produced in New York, has an art style that mimics techniques used in the Netherlands. A beautiful map of the world with period-specific cartography. A lovely example of art native to Veracruz. Such mirrors served as costume elements, connoting high rank or authority. They may have served a ceremonial function as well. Oboe. French instrument makers invented the oboe late in the 17th century. This one was made by Henrik Richter, considered to be one of the finest oboe makers of his period. Parade helmet à l'antique. Early Baroque French parade helmet designed in imitation of ancient Roman examples, probably intended for use in a mock joust or carousel. A silver teapot fabricated by North American silversmiths near Charlestown, Massachusetts, engraved with a Rococo-style coat of arms and crest. Silver bowl fabricated in New York in the early 1700s, commonly used to contain brandy and raisins, which guests could scoop up themselves using spoons. A trumpet with 5 ferrules, a wooden block, binding tassels, and a Nürnberg rim, common in the German city of the same name. Produced by Antonio Stradivari from a combination of spruce, maple, and ebony, strung with gut strings overspun with fine metal wire. Geez, how many of these are there? Wind a galley-style bell. A ship's bell is a prized possession whenever a ship is broken up. Often engraved with the ship's name, they were used by the crew to indicate time and important events like shift changes and meals. Wooden term statue of Saint Adrian. Patron saint of plague and believed to cure illness, Saint Adrian was martyred in the early 300s after having been tortured so severely that his intestines were exposed, as depicted in the statue. Wooden term statue of Saint Liverton. Saint Liverton is thought to be able to cure stress and headaches. He's often represented clutching his head as though he were in great pain. And a yoke-formed vessel. A Mayan cylindrical ceramic vessel joined with a U-shaped element, commonly considered to be a belt or waist guard associated with an ancient Mesoamerican ball game. The wild pig, or boar, is a large cousin of the domesticated pig covered by hairy bristles. They were introduced by Europeans to the Caribbean basin. Columbus himself brought 8 pigs with him from Spain. Wild pigs flourished on the island environment and were hunted by sailors and pirates to provide salted pork on their voyages. Salted pork. Okay, back to collecting shiny. And finding a way off this island. Let's see how to get back up there. How do we get back up there? Nope, can't climb that. Let's just fast travel. Never mind. A little... Nope. Did I just swim around? Maybe? Oh, wait. I see. Come on, Edward. Climb this broken boat. I mean ship. Make sure you get it right. It's a ship, not a boat. Now then.
We could work together on this.
Obviously, he doesn't feel like it. Come on. Take a drink of rum of the Gatorade variety. Okay. Now let's get this viewpoint. Synchronize. Sploosh.
Keep your distance!
Hey! Okay, that's it. You attack me first. You get back here.
Final decision.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
Now, some of you are probably wondering, how is it that Edward could take out a master assassin so easily? Well, for one thing, Edward fights dirty. And another thing, just because you're a master at a certain thing doesn't mean that you're invincible. Even one of the greatest fighters in history could easily be taken down by a single bullet. Okay. Let's go collect some stuff. Can I fast travel here? Nope. Okay. Ugh. Nope. Did you really have to grab that? Ugh. Now I'm sneezing. What the heck? It's the stupid dry cough. It's summer. Get dry. Your throat gets irritated. You got a cough. And your body's like, oh, you're trying to expel something. So then your nose starts running. And then you start sneezing. And then you're coughing because your throat is dry and irritated. And it just never ends. Get out of there, Edward. No, climb the... Come on, Edward. Be a good boy. Come on, in this nice little nook. Obviously, you didn't pan out well. Next. Gotta go around. Oh boy. Okay. On the way up there. Come on. Come on, Edward. Move. Here we go. Air palm. Ugh. There we go. Oh, it's over here. Take this chest. Now how do we get up there? Oh, right here. Duh. There we go. Animus fragment. Oh, someone's up a little lean-to. Let's head over here. Where are you at? Climb up here. Hi, boar. remember this. This was in Assassin's Creed 3. And we had to find Captain Kidd's treasure. What did we get? Interesting. Moving on. This treasure is down there. Alright then. Well, let's get this viewpoint then. Oh boy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's not. Oh. Right, I climbed up here. Duh. Oh boy. Okay, in that case. Mammoth fragment. Spaloosh. Can I climb you? No, I cannot. Okay, gotta go around. Yeah, we might as well just finish off this island. Since we're able to get everything anyway. Wait. Oh. Sorry if that's all this basically comes down to, is just this first island, but we just started the game. Where are you? Did I seriously just climb all the way back up? Oh, you're here. Where are you? No, you get back here. I want you. Come on. Move it, Edward. Move it. Gotcha! Shanty! You're not gonna give me a database entry? Or are you? So early in the morning, the mate was drunk and he went below to take a swig of his bottle-o. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle-o. The bottle-o, the bottle-o, the sailor loves his bottle-o. A bottle of rum, a bottle of gin, a bottle of Irish whiskey-o. Tobacco, tobacco, the sailor loves his baccy-o. A packet o' shag, a packet o' cut, a plug of hard tobacco. The lassies-o, the maidens-o, the sailor loves the juddies-o. A lass from the pool, a girl from the Tyne, a cutlass so fine and dandy-o. A bully rough house, the sailor likes his rough house-o. Shirt on me coat and all hands in, a bully good rough and tumble, oh, a sing-song-o, the sailor likes a sing-song-o. A drinking song, a song of love, a ditty, a season ship made so. And the chorus. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle low. I like the shanties. Hi, Boar. Now then, where are you? You're also below me, so I'm gonna go get this viewpoint then. Oh, wait. No, wait, Hold on. Let me see something. Aha! Here we go. I'll take you. Obviously, this was a little smuggler's den. Okay, now for the viewpoint. Now for the viewpoint. Why can I not talk this evening? Sploosh.
That schooner will do me just fine.
Down we go. This on back here. And of course, there's some hidden behind a waterfall. Hey, we got all the viewpoints. It's got a chest, and fragment, and a map. Did you really have to dive in there?
Commodore's gone out to Kingston. We're to commandeer this lot of ship and follow.
Sorry, Kingston? No, our destination is Havana. I'm just a merchant.
Quiet, you bleeding pirate. You'll hang for the mess you made out there.
Sir, I had nothing to do with this attack. My crew and I have merely anchored to water and resupply.
Hold it! Stop them!
Give me one reason I shouldn't vent your skull.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Stalking zones. Dense visitation. Allow you to hide and move undetected. Use them to approach stealthily. Sea turtles.
I'll pay you. Anything you like. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay. Let's see if we can do this stealthily. Because I'm sure we can.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Ugh. Sorry about the coughing. It's over here.
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
Oh, I thought this was a way up.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Let's go over here. travel back up? I don't think so. No, fast travel is not available. Okay then, let's help this guy.
Oh God! Oh God!
Come on in here with me.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like! I'll pay you! Anything you like!
3 people, okay? Let's get him.
Oh! Get out of here!
Oh God! Oh God! By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, you put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it? Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
I'll follow.
This is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
I'll follow you in a bit. I got a few more things I need to take care of first. First, how do I get back up there? Get out of there. Here we go. There it is. Geronimo! Poof. And now, last but not least, let's get this map. Hi, turtle. Find treasure maps on explorers' cadavers. It will lead to a specific place on an island. Dig there and you might find money or plans to upgrade your ship. This feature is also accessible. There's the map, those are the coordinates, and there's the image. Now this of course is on the island we're on, but usually it brings you to a different spot on the map. And we found everything in Cape Bonavista. There you go. Oh, I have another one? Huh. Where did I get these two? Well, that's interesting. Well, if we follow it, it'll lead us right back here. I believe to this little spot where we were earlier. Hey, turtles. believe it's right over here. At least I thought it was. There it is. I know he's probably breaking the lock, but it always looks like he smashes through the lid to me. Could just be that angle, though. Okay! Now, let's get on that ship and leave this place. Wait for me, Steed. Speaking of which. Wrong one. Steed Bonnet, born in 1688. Born into plenitude and wealth on Barbados, Steed Bonnet seemed destined for a life of pleasure and ease. The son of a successful and influential plantation owner, his early life was marked by tragedy when his parents died suddenly, leaving 70-year-old Steed orphaned and in a perpetual state of melancholy. His inheritance of some 400 acres of land softened the blow caused by the loss of his parents, and by the time Steed was in his late teens, he had already restored the sugar plantation to a profitable state. He married young and set about starting a family as soon as possible, but owing to what some called a disorder of the mind, he never found solace or comfort in these domestic trappings. To further complicate his unease, his firstborn son died in infancy, further amplifying his grief and stirring his restlessness. As a means of coping, he dreamt of going to sea and sailing around the world, meeting people, living life as a man free of the obligations thrust upon him. This sounds like an inspiring story. Would you make a good hero character or villain? No, trust me. The British Empire. The course of the 18th century saw the British Empire become the world's leading colonial power, with France and Spain as its primary rivals. After siding with the Netherlands and the Holy Roman Empire in the War of the Spanish Succession, the British Empire expanded, gaining territories from both Spain and France, and taking over control of the Atlantic slave trade in Spanish America. The Caribbean basin provides an excellent climate for both land and sea turtles. Turtles are reptiles with a hard protective upper shell called a carapace. All turtles breathe air and lay eggs on land. Ugh, great, now I got the sneezes going. Yeah, a nice little schooner here.
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
Load it all on! Ah, there's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
We've really opened it up now, haven't we? Ha ha!
As much sail as you can!
Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a bustling strait. But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who'd turn his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
You know what they say. 50 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Although that could just be Disney. Out into the open water. Whale!
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Fantastic work. Very promising.
That is a really big shiny. I want its enticing glow. Shiny. I'm gonna get you, shiny. Get here. Come over here. I want you. I'm gonna get you.
All right, easy now. There you go. Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right?
Wait, what?
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works?
Oui.
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good. The data streams are very stable.
Well, thanks. It is my first day on the job here.
Impressive, right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
Wow. Really nice then.
His maternal grandmother's mother was Asian, I think.
Sounds confusing.
Oh, ouais, tu penses ça?
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course. Edited versions of real history. But only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature. Caribbean pirates. So that's your gig. It'll just take a minute, okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée. We really should look into that.
Magnifique.
I want a coffee.
This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator.
Is it an
Fire
iPad?
it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
This is a big communicator.
You might have noticed that security seems a
I
little light around here. That's
Can I
because
get a
the
coffee?
communicator is your key to getting around.
Hi there. Can I get a cappuccino? Cappuccino? Do you have cappuccino?
I don't know. It's kind of.
Okay, how about a latte?
I always feel like someone's watching.
Yeah, but the floors don't creak. There's no.
Okay, coffee. Do you just have black coffee?
One end of the building and 5 at the other.
Okay, everything's sorted out. Meet me when you're ready.
How about tea?
Company, finally.
Are you open?
Better in the old building.
Do you have anything for sale for me?
That's true.
Okay, everything's sorted
Okay,
out.
that's
Meet me
it.
when you're ready.
Your coffee sucks. Stupid coffee barista. That is really cool. This is really interesting.
See that flashing wireless signal?
Uh-huh.
That means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
We get to ride in an elevator in an aquarium. That is cool. Not anymore, though.
You ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie.
Well, thanks.
Ça va bien?
Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Haytham, Connor...
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Mélanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating, right. So here we are, your very own Animus workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax, and find us some good footage. If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Okay. Oh, guess he's done calibrating then. Post-it note. That is number 2. Your passport to success at Abstergo. Congratulations on making the bold step toward the best years of your career. Abstergo Entertainment has a fresh outlook and a unique way of working. With so many possibilities for growth, it can be overwhelming at first, but we're here to help you get settled in and down to work. The world of following your dreams. Inspiration strikes at unexpected times in unusual places. We got our start as the entertainment division of a technology company, Abstergo Industries, where research into genetic memory, more of that later, led to captivating and enthralling surprises. Today, with a wild range of transmedia offerings, from games to books, films, and comics, we're more than just an entertainment company. We like to think of ourselves as a history company, built on science. Now those are some good genes. 1937, Abstergo Industries is founded with the ambitious objective of making the best results of scientific progress available to humanity widely, accessibility, and responsibly. 1937, Abstergo Industries is an early supporter of workers' unions. Our relationship with our employees is even closer and stronger today in all our subsidiaries, including Abstergo Entertainment. 1940, recognizing its responsibility to create opportunity and stability for its people, and all people, Abstergo Industries takes the role of a global leader, aiding the establishment of the World Bank and NASA, among many defining initiatives of the 20th century. 1978, the first Animus device is created and the discipline of DNA memory research is born. 2009, After 25 years of meticulous testing, DNA Memory is ready for public consumption. Abstergo Industries launches a pilot entertainment division to produce experimental features for entertainment markets. 2010. The prototypical Abstergo Industries Entertainment Division issues its first release, Project Legacy. The social media phenomenon dazzles audiences by allowing them to relive genetic memories of historical figures and little-known heroes of the past. 2011. Via its growing entertainment division, Abstergo Entertainment tests a new multiplayer simulation of historically inspired entertainment gyms. The experiment is embraced by a competitive new generation of gamers eager to outdo one another. 2012. In collaboration with major video game publisher Ubisoft, Abstergo Entertainment's Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is released, and for the first time the public hears the story of Aveline de Grand Prix, a fallen assassin who rediscovers the light with the help of the Templar Order. A modern classic is born. 2013. Ground is broken on Abstergo Entertainment's new headquarters in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Home to gourmet cuisine, major shows, great shopping, and a vibrant local culture, Montreal blends old world charm with new world energy. The perfect balance of our entertaining, historical, scientific, innovative company. The present and beyond. You join our team. A star is born. The future looks brighter than ever. Your role. We go out of our way to recruit the most talented people from all walks of life. Innovators, producers, good listeners who always seem to know what we need a moment before we do. You should feel at home on your Animus workstation to explore history through the thoroughness you crave, and we expect. Who knows? Maybe you'll uncover past technology to the benefit of future generations, unearth evidence of a secret society, break a few codes, or make an astounding connection between mysterious documents. This could be the beginning of something beautiful, or shocking, or evocative. It's all there in history, and the secrets of humanity are at your disposal thanks to the genetic memories we put in your hands. At Abstergo Entertainment, we understand the power of knowing where you belong. That's why we've designed an ironclad hierarchy that leaves the organization to us, so you can do what you do best. Research and create to your heart's content. No need to worry about getting ahead. We'll take care of that for you. Constellation of Teamwork. Practically speaking. Hours. Your work hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., but feel free to start as late as 10, and don't be surprised if you get so absorbed in history you sometimes forget to go home. Really? I could show up an hour and a half late and still be fine? Everyone needs a breather once in a while. Your first week off will come after 3,000 hours in the Animus or a year at Abstergo Entertainment. Whichever comes first. It's going to fly by. Benefits. We have the best life insurance plan in the business, and that's just the start. Really? How do I sign up? Food and common areas. You'll find everything you need for a healthy, energized work life right at your fingertips. Check the atrium for everything from fresh sushi to organic direct trade coffee. Yum. Well, that barista wouldn't sell me anything. Building security. Your communicator will give you access to the areas you need. Diversity and gender equality. Abstergo Industries and Abstergo Entertainment recognize the fundamental benefit to humanity of striving to include the best minds from around the world and across society. If you have ideas for reaching and engaging new contributors from underrepresented segments, you are encouraged to contact HR. Non-disclosure. You're free to trumpet your enthusiasm and loyalty to Abstergo Entertainment on social media. Heck, shout it from a rooftop if you need to. But remember, unless specified, the following information must not be shared. Project details, their titles, launch dates, themes, characters, settings, and all other identifying traits, the physical layout of Abstergo Entertainment and Abstergo Industries campuses, and the makeup of teams, including immediate colleagues, supervisors, reports, and their project status, mentions of any technologies, partners, affiliates, retailers, wholesalers, and allusions to the details of sales reports or bonus structures must not be shared. For the protection of marketing and media schedules and potential loss of data, employees are encouraged not to travel with work, but in cases where it cannot be avoided, are advised to use laptops, tablets, and communicators only in approved Abstergo hotels and meeting rooms, never in public or in unvented spaces. Wow, you guard your secrets thoroughly. Benefits. We have the best life insurance plan in the business, and that... Didn't I read this already? DNA memory, how it works. No one really knows. Just kidding, it's a safe and well-documented process. acquisition, extraction, exploration, and editing. What some call animal instinct, Dr. Warren Vidic termed genetic memory. Locked within our DNA are records of our ancestors' lives. The Animus is a device that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions. It's a window to the past that allows you to experience history, but not change it. That happens later in editing. Once we were bound to explore only the genetic memories of our own ancestors, but today it's possible to research within the memories of any ancestor for whom Abstergo Entertainment holds a viable sample for extraction, and all with negligible side effects. Note, genetic memory records for a given ancestor end at the moment of conception when genetic material is passed on. Which is kind of what happened with Altair in Assassin's Creed 2. We stopped following him and instead followed Maria because, well, that's when Darim was conceived. And there's the building plan. Okay, let's do a little quick perusal. Hi, Edward.
I've been spending too long in my Animus, and it's doing my head in.
Huh. Ooh, another sticky note. Number 7. Hi there. Oh, is that what it really looks like when I'm working? Huh. Nice statues. Hey, Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation. That's cool. Hi there. 7,500 megabytes of information can be stored in a single molecule of data. DNA. Wow. Hi. Number 17. What do we got here? Gibberish. Dang it. Oh, hey John. You done calibrating yet? Because I'm thinking of just hopping on soon. Take out... Ooh, fruit. Ooh, is that pizza? Do you guys mind if I have a slice? Okay, I'm taking one. By the way, I'm Luke Dog. Nice to meet you. Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Luke Dog. I just started today. So, what ancestor are you researching? Okay. Nice talking to you too, I guess. Ooh. Henry. Cool. Pop-ups. Cookie. I think I'll take Cookie. Not working? Maybe we should get HR to fix it. You want me to tell them? Okay. Hi there. I'm Luke Dog. Nice to meet you. Really talkative bunch here. What's over here? Oh, the bathroom. Excuse me, gotta take a leak. Wash my hands. Huh. Got screens in the stalls. Nice. Sticking out. Number 4. Ah, that's a nice skateboard.
Now, the way things are working is that we want everyone to feel comfortable. Do you really expect them to feel motivated when you just keep piling stuff on them like that? What we would like is for everyone to feel like in a nice, bureaucratic system that everyone has a position. I don't need to let you class there. This is insane. Then we can continue with the way everyone likes to be a comedian in the office space. Everyone is happy. You are not happy enough to do that to your own. It's too much work.
First time I did this for more than I had similar kinds of events with
everyone to feel comfortable.
Just, if it happens again, have a word with Melanie and see if it's
what we would like is for everyone to feel like in a nice, bureaucratic system.
Okay, I think there might be a Lupin. I can't tell what they're saying. Oh, we got some awards here. Got some memorabilia. Assassin's Creed Forsaken. The something. Hi, I'm Luke Dog. Nice to meet you. Okay, John, I'm gonna hop on now.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
I am a pirate captain. I am a pirate captain. I will sail the seas looking for treasure in all kinds of weather, for I am a pirate captain.
I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah. Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby. Yes. misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this purge. Hola, ladies.
You don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No. Goodness, no. I'm a married man.
Married men are their forte, mate.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Lend us a few reals, then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
Edward, you swindler. Let's get some weapons. British cutlasses. Thank you.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, puffer duff. I have led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
On it. Not there. Excuse me.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
And that's why he's good at free running. Come on, Edward, stop hiding on... Just climb it. There you go. Let's get a view of the city. While we're here... There it is. Let's get this fragment. Yoink!
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight!
Oh, he's brought me blind! Go, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe. I think my heart's
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you.
You get back here. You don't steal from my friend. I tackled him. Apparently.
Real shitbird. Here I come.
Get back here.
Don't make me chase you into the harbor.
Maybe I should.
Come be sundered.
Whoa! Oh, he's back up. This is weird. Usually I catch him on the first bit. This is the second time where I've tried to tackle him.
Time to heave to.
Okay, that's it. We gotta kill him. Too bad I don't have any pistols. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Man, you're just mowing everybody down, man.
Time to heave to!
You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Now I'm gonna get back to Steed. Should be right over here. Oop, that's a wall.
¿Se ha dado un golpe en la cabeza?
Duncan! By Jove, you're alive!
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yes. Ah! We've arrived.
Ni idea. Solo he oído rumores de que...
Rum for all.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting no Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Don't touch my coat!
You bastard! Hey, I warned him.
No one touches my coat.
You want a dust up? I'll give you one. Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
Keep me busy.
Do I have any optionals?
One more. Come on!
Who else wants some?
¡Fuera de la carretera! ¡Vienen soldados!
You're not leaving me.
I'll catch you up! ¡Perro inglés!
Okay, smoke bombs. Time to go.
¡Listo para abrir fuego! ¡No te dejaremos escapar!
Did it. And yes, in this bit, you can give feedback. Okay, Havana. We'll explore it next time. Till then, if you liked this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.